खुद भी resume दे दिया लेके जाओ लेके जाओ
वो एक बार मिलेगा ना क्लास ओके बस वो उधर आएगा ना सीधा आएगा दुकान के अंदर वो डरता नहीं देख पूरा पासवर्ड है
लॉगिन
आपको सब कुछ
तो तुम्हारा फैमिली भी इधर ही है
है
हाँ सही और क्या चाहिए तो तुम इधर का पासपोर्ट बनवा लो हाँ नसीब वाले लोग को मिलता है ऐसा चला गया हमारा सेट भी देखेगा ना हमारा सेट देखेगा ना बोले क्या कर रहा है Then tell your dad to find the job for us.
Yeah, they need to find. Okay, finish it. Okay.
1 minute, huh?
1 minute.
41, 2, 3.
No counting, please. Let's check the settings first.
What do you call a fake noodle?
करने दो उसको पूरा हमारा सीट देख लेगा ना उड़ा देगा You want water, brother? Water?
No. He don't want anything. He want only James is flying. Is a beautiful. Okay. No. He is.
Hey Siri.
Actually, can I see all your makeup?
Hey Siri.
Okay, so these are the two videos I have. By the way, I'm sorry to mess.
Oh,
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Uh-huh.
I mixed these two.
Tell me a joke.
What did the orange name its biography?
I have this.
Oh,
You like it?
nonfiction.
I only bought it yesterday. Do you like it?
I love it.
Okay, and I got it with the brush on it.
Oh, you're right here in Mario one.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use.
Yeah, I love it.
Hey
I
Siri.
love it. I have a stick. The stick I think is the same formula. Just
In a stick.
Just Hey Siri. Mm-hmm. Hey Siri. Mm-hmm. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Uh-huh. Hey Siri. Hmm? Hey Siri. Hmm? Hey Siri. Uh-huh. Hey Siri. Uh-huh. Hey Siri. Uh-huh. Hey Siri. Uh-huh. Hey Siri. Hmm? Hey Siri. Uh-huh. Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
tell me a joke.
Where do pencils
Why does
come
Snoop
from?
Dogg carry an umbrella?
Pennsylvania.
Faux drizzle.
On our last school camp, our maths teacher showed us how to chop wood. She
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Tell me a joke.
I don't trust the beach.
Hey Siri. Tell me a joke.
Did you see
Why
the
were Time
toddler
and
who was
Space
wearing
invited to the
sunglasses
family reunion?
and
Tell
having
me
a
a
tantrum?
joke.
They're both relative.
Why couldn't Beethoven find his teacher? Because he was hiding. I found this on the web.
Tell me a joke.
Where do you buy secondhand? What did the
A
numerator
man
say
makes
to
a
the
wish that he would
denominator?
give him money
Do you
whenever
have
they
got
see
to
it.
draw the line?
The
He
wishing
says,
well
no,
responds.
and the fly
You
leaves.
may want to
the
think
fly
twice
comes
about
back the
that.
next day and
Trust
says,
me.
do you have any food? The human says, no. The fly comes back the next day and says, do you have any food?
A
The
couple
human
was
says,
going out for dinner.
I already told
One
you no
asked
twice.
the other if they
you
had
come back
reservations.
and ask me again,
Replied,
I'm
"Yes.
going to swap
I'm
you
not
the
sure
newspaper.
we're right for
The
each
next
other."
day, the fly comes back and says, do you have a newspaper I could borrow? The human says, no. The fly says, do you have any food?
Because I feel like it just looks good.
This was the most mid product in the world.
It looks mid.
Like literally mid. It didn't come out nice. It's not pigmented.
What? Don't you try products before you buy them?
Yeah, mom, she just made it look good. You know why? Just gaslight you. This. Sometimes I
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
feels just touch it.
Uh-huh.
Tell me a joke.
Where do armies
Why
go?
do seagulls fly
In
over
your
the sea?
sleeves.
If
Tell
they
me a
flew over
joke.
the bay, they'd be bagels.
What do you call paddle? Which music composer
A
likes
detective
tea the
found a
most?
pocket
Someone
watch
asked
at
me
the
to
train
make a donation
station
for a new
and
swimming
asked
How
his
pool.
often
assistant.
do I
What did
tell
the green
testers
grape
to
say
go?
to the purple
The
grape?
assistant
Periodically
Stop
inspected it
holding your
carefully
breath.
and said,
What
How
do you
did the
call a
grape
number
get to be
that
so
can stay in
wise?
one
and the
place?
fact that
By
it's real
raising
gold.
awareness.
We can assume the original owner was someone wealthy with the initials JL, but the engraving is worn down. So it
Just
has likely
yesterday,
been passed
someone
down
asked
through
me to
several
stop playing
generations.
Wonderwall.
I'm
What
thinking
does
of
it tell
starting
you?
a
I
social
said
media
maybe.
network
Detective
for
said,
chickens,
we missed our
but
train.
not as my
Why is
full-time
someone
job.
else so
Man
bad at
who
Just
the
as a
discovered
way
the
to make
donut
ends
She
factory.
meet.
keeps running away
What
to
did
the
one
silkworms
pencil say to the
How
other?
did the grape get
Look
to
at
be so
Shark.
wise?
Why
By
did the
raising
duck?
awareness.
What kind
do
of
you
books
call
take
a
Mother
girl
belongs
told
with
to
the
no
child?
child, you should
I
never
want
roll
to
your
hear
eyes
about
My
at
friend
someone.
the tennis
The
player
child
got a
replied,
job
house.
waiting
because
tables.
it's rude.
It was going
The
well
mother
until
said,
someone
no,
asked him to
because you
serve a
won't be able
grapefruit.
to find them again.
What do you ask an atom when something's
Someone in
bothering
my
you?
I
apartment
liked my
What's
dentist
status?
so
rearranged
much.
all the
I
buttons
gave
on
him
the
a little
elevator.
plaque, my TV
That was
remote,
wrong.
just
My
like
Why
mom
it
should
was a
Dad
does.
radiologist. She meant
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Universal Earth. It's so bright.
Tell me a joke.
A
Why
farmer
haven't
sees
someone
a
knocked
chicken
over
cross
my
the road
Michelangelo
They
and
read our
asks,
reviews.
hey,
Sorry,
why did you
one
cross
more
the
time.
road? The chicken
Someone knocked
replies,
over
I'm going
Michelangelo's
to a bar. The farmer
Now
asks,
he's got a chip
what
on his
happens
shoulder.
when you walk into a bar? The chicken says, sorry, but that's a whole other joke.
Repeat.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Repeat.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
It's like mauve, whatever.
Repeat.
Sorry, there's nothing to repeat.
That's very nice, actually. She's my favorite. These are my favorite brush. These are my favorite brush. These two. And see, especially this one. F4, you can do everything.
Repeat.
I swear to God, my makeup disappeared. Sorry, there
Sorry,
is
there is
nothing to
nothing
repeat.
to
There's
repeat.
nothing to repeat.
Actually, my things are getting stolen from me.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Take care.
Goodbye.
After I put my moisturizer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
long.
Good night.
Sleep
night.
tight.
Call.
To who?
Who do you want to call?
To who?
This is the most dead product in the world. Literally.
Thanks.
Really?
To the point they reformulated.
You're welcome.
Sure thing.
It's for weddings I use.
Repeat.
It actually has one.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
And then this. Good little wipe on my face sometimes.
Random fun. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. After I didn't catch that. Ready? I chose paper, so it's a tie.
Paper.
What? Sorry, I didn't catch. It's all.
How are you?
I'm pretty
I'm
good.
fine,
I'm doing pretty
thanks.
great. Thanks. My pleasure.
This needs to be in my car.
Tell me a riddle.
Sorry,
No,
my
my
focus
precious.
and conundrum make my circuits
I don't
overheat.
have pockets.
Hey Siri.
Hello there.
Hey Siri.
Hi there.
Hi,
Hi, Hannah.
Rose.
How can I help?
Hey Siri.
Hello
G'day.
there.
Hey Siri.
I'm raged.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is interesting.
Tell me a joke.
Everything is missing.
Why is it
A fly says
impossible
to a
to play
human,
hide and
do you
seek
have
with
any
Pokemon?
food? The human says,
Because they always
no,
peek at-
and the fly leaves.
Hey,
the
Siri.
fly comes back the next.
I was
Hello.
Hey Siri.
After buddy.
Hello there.
Hello, Hannah.
G'day.
I don't know if it's real.
Tell me a joke.
My friend is known for breaking records. She's not allowed in music stores anymore.
Hey Siri.
Use it.
How are you?
Oh, sorry. End it.
ദുബൈയിൽ സൗദി എല്ലായിടത്തും ചിലയിടത്ത് ഒരു പ്രശ്നമില്ല ഒരു പ്രശ്നമില്ല നമ്മൾ ആൾക്കാർ തന്നെ അംഗീകരിക്കാം ഇൻഷാല്ലാ നീ വെയിറ്റ്
ഞാൻ ഷാർജ ചെയ്തു അവിടെ ഫുള്ള് മുസ്ലിംസ് ലോക്കൽസ് ഷാർജ സൊസൈറ്റി ആ ഞാൻ ചെയ്തു അവിടെ ഞാൻ ഡ്രൈവറെ ചെയ്തു മൂന്നര കൊല്ലം ചെയ്തു
എവിടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു അവിടെ എല്ലാം നമ്മൾ ആൾക്കാർ
ആ ഷാർജയിൽ നമ്മുടെ ഈ സനേറ്റനില്ലേ നേഴ്സറിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് അവിടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഞാൻ 3.5 കൊല്ലം
ഒന്നും പ്രശ്നമില്ല കമ്പനി ഒന്നും പ്രശ്നമില്ല വീടുകളൊക്കെ പ്രശ്നമാണ് നിനക്കറിയാം നമ്മ ആൾക്കാരുടെ വീട്ടിൽ മുസ്ലിമിനെ എടുക്കാതെ അപ്പടി ഇരിക്കുക അതാണ് പ്രശ്നം നമ്മ വിൽക്കരുത്
ആ കമ്പനിയിൽ അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു
ഇപ്പൊ നീ ഒരു കാര്യം കേൾക്കണം മഹേഷ് ഇല്ല എൻ്റെ ഫ്രണ്ട് അവൻ നിൽക്കുന്ന സൗദിയുടെ വീട്ടില് അവൻ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് നോക്കി വീട്ടിലെല്ലാ വേല നോക്കി
தாண்டி கொடுத்துருந்தேன்
தேவடியால் பயமா என்ன வேலை பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கிறான்னு பாருங்க அல்லாஹ் உண்மையிலே அல்லாஹ் வந்து மகா பெரிய ரபில் ஆலமீன் எப்படியா போய் சொன்னால் வண்டி எடுத்துகிட்டு போகணும் நான் என்ன செஞ்சுட்டேன் எப்போவும் செக் பண்ணுவேன் சரி செக் பண்ண தேவையில்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதில் வந்து ஜமால் மொட்டைத்தலை அவன் வந்து முன்னாடி உட்காரான் சேம் டைம் உட்காந்துட்டு சரி நான் போய் வேறு ஒரு சில போய் அண்ணன் பார்க் பண்ணிட்டு ரிவர்ஸ் எடுக்கிறேன் அங்கேருந்து சொல்கிறான் சலமண்ணா கிளாஸ் உடஞ்சிருக்குது பின்னாடி உள்ள லைட்டு ஏன்டா
யாரு வண்டி எடுத்தாலே
என்ன சனி முடிச்சோன்னு ஏன் என்ன நீ தானே வர்றீன்னு கடைசியில் பார்த்தா இப்போ யார் ஓட்டி சீனிவாஸ் 1 മണിക്ക്
ഇപ്പം നമ്മുടെ ബോസിന്റെ മോൻ ഇപ്പൊ കൊണ്ടുപോയി റേഞ്ചർ ഓവർ പുതുസ് ഇതേ കണക്കത്തെ ഇപ്പൊ മുട്ടിച്ചിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഫോട്ടോ എടുത്തിട്ട് പേടിച്ചിട്ട് വാപ്പ അറിയല്ലേ നീ എന്നെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യണം ഇതാണെന്ന് പറയും ഇപ്പൊ കോള് വന്ന് ഫോട്ടോ എടുത്ത് വിട്ടിരിക്കുന്ന എന്നാ ചെയ്യാ പേപ്പർ ഒട്ടിച്ചത് എല്ലാം പ്രശ്നം നോക്കി കൊടുക്കണം വണ്ടി
சத்தியமா தம்பி இன்னையில
ആർക്ക് കൊടുത്താലും
நேற்று ஒரு எனக்கு ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் ஆச்சு அதான் இன்னைக்கு அண்ணன் மைண்டே சரியில்லை காலையில 20 ரூபா போயிடுச்சு போட்டு அழுத்தம் தெரியல ஏன் தெரியுமா என்ன ஒருத்தன் முட்டை வந்துட்டான் ஆனா முட்டி இருந்தா தப்பு அவன்
என்ன செய்ய ഇപ്പൊ കാട്ടു ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എന്നാ ചെയ്ത് എനിക്ക് தெரியாது
Tell me a joke.
என்ன கோகுல் இது என்ன പണിയാ
Tell me a joke.
ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല ഇങ്ങനെ இருக்கா பார்த்துട്ടില്ല നമ്മുടെ ഷേക്കിന്റെ മോന് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി വണ്ടി ഉണ്ട് എല്ലാം ഉണ്ട് പക്ഷെ ഇതാണ് അവന്റെ പണി അവന് ആരെങ്കിലും വന്ന ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ആയാലും ഫോൺ കൊടുക്കണം
Tell me a joke.
ഹൗസ് മേറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്
How did the fire fall in love? It found its perfect match. Once mobile data is turned off, you'll have to connect to a Wi-Fi network first. Why does a duck have tail feathers? To cover its butt quack.
L17 அதை விடு அதை கம்பெனி மயிரை விடு எல்லாரும் டிரைவருக்கு 7000 ரூபா சம்பளம்
7000 நல்ல சம்பளம் இருக்கு
பிரபாகர்னு இந்த நம்பர்லாம் வாங்க நல்ல மனுஷன் அவரும் சொல்றாரு சலமண்ணா என்ன லைசன்ஸும் இல்லை ஒன்றும் இல்லை, 16 வயசு அவன் பையன். எங்கே போனாலும் வண்டி தாண்டு கேட்கறதான், வண்டி தாண்டு கேட்டுட்டு எதுனாலும் தட்டி விட்டுறதான்.
அதுதான்
இவர் சொல்றாரு, தட்டி விட்டா நார்மல் வண்டினா பரவாயில்ல, பென்ட்லி. அது அந்த இது மேட்ச் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அந்த இதை இப்படின்னு மேட்ச் பண்ணுறதுக்கு 6000 ரூபா 10,000 ரூபா ஆகும். இப்போ நம்ம டுபாக்கூர் வண்டின்னு வச்சுக்க, நம்ம என்ன வாங்கலாம், என்ன செஞ்சிடறது தெரியுமா, 100 ரூபாயை கொடுத்தோம்னா வேறு அல்ட்ராஸில் இது உம்மல் ரம்மல் ராசல் கோரில் பெயிண்ட் அடித்து தந்துடுவான். இதுக்கு முடியாது, மேட்ச் ஆகாது. ஆமாம், என்ன
இப்போ நான் என்ன செய்யுது எனக்கு தெரியாது. பேப்பர் ஒட்டிச்சது ஆள் இருக்கா இல்லை?
ஆமாம், பேப்பர் ஒட்டுனதுன்னா அங்கே போய் பேப்பர் மாற்றிடலாம். ஈஸி
எங்கே இருக்கு என்ன
பேப்பர் ஒட்டுறதுன்னா 2 இடம் நான் சொல்கிறேன். ஒன்று நம்ம டைம் ஸ்கொயர் தெரியுமா, டைம் ஸ்கொயர் பிரிட்ஜில் இறங்குறோம்னே,
இறங்கி
சிக்னலுக்கு முன்னாடி ஆறுன்னு ஓட்டுறீங்க.
ஓகே,
RRR அது உள்ளக்க ஒட்டும்.
ரைட் சைடில்.
ஆமாம், அது கொஞ்சம் காசு கம்மி. அதை எடுத்துட்டு வேற எதை ஒட்டி தந்துடுவாங்க.
അവന്റെ ഫോൺ എങ്കിൽ താമസിക്കുന്നത് നിങ്ങള്?
ഞാൻ എമിറേറ്റ്സ് ഹിൽസിലെ.
ഇവിടെ അടുത്ത കാലം ഫുഡെങ്കിലും കൊണ്ടുതരാം. ഇത് ദൂരെയാണെങ്കിൽ ആരും കൊണ്ടുതരാം.
இதை நம்ம வச்சுட்டு வந்துடுறோம். என்ன
കൊണ്ടുവരാതല്ലേ ഇപ്പൊ ഈ ടൈമിൽ കിടക്കാതെ നൈറ്റിൽ താനേ ഫുഡ് പാലസിൽ പംജൂരല്ല, നമ്മുടെ അൽഖുദറയില്ലേ, ബുർജ് അറബില്ലേ, അതിന്റെ ഇപ്പുറത്ത് ഫസ്റ്റ് ബിൽഡിംഗ് ഷെയ്ഖ് മുഹമ്മദിന്റെ പെങ്ങടെ വീട്. അവിടുത്തെ ഫുഡ് ജാസ്തി വരും എടുക്കാനായിട്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾ രാത്രി പോകും, 1 മണിയാവും. അവൻ ഗോകുള് തന്നെ കളിക്കുന്നു, വേറൊന്നുമില്ല. ആലപ്പുഴ. മലയാളിയാ? ഇവരുടെ നാട്ടിൽ ഞാൻ പോയത് ജഗ്തിയാല് 1 മാസം പോയത്. അവിടെ പോയി നല്ല അടിപൊളി ഗാവുവിൽ പോയിട്ട് നല്ല പനങ്കള്ളൊക്കെ കുടിച്ച് അടിച്ചിട്ട് 1 ദിവസം അടിച്ചിട്ട് വന്നപ്പോ കണ്ണില് പ്രാണി കയറി. അതിനെ പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഈ കണ്ണാടി വെക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങിയാണ്. നല്ല അടിപൊളി. ഇപ്പൊ എന്താ സുഖം എന്നറിയാണ്ട് ബെസ്റ്റ് സ്ഥലം. കാവുമാണ് ഒറിജിനൽ കാവ്. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ പണ്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ, കോണകൊക്കെ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് അങ്ങ് ഉള്ളിൽ. എന്റെ കൂടെ ഒരു നക്സലറ്റ് പോലീസ് ഓഫീസർ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു എന്റെ കൂടെ. പനങ്കള്ളും നല്ല ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഒരു ടെൻഷൻ ഇല്ലാത്ത ഏരിയ. നക്സലൈറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, ഉള്ളിലോട്ടൊക്കെ പോയിട്ട് ഇപ്പൊ എവിടെ ഷെയ്ഖ് മുഹമ്മദ് മഹ്വാൻ ബിൻ റാഷിദ് അൽ മക്തൂമിന്റെ അഡ്വൈസറിനോട്. അത് അതിന്റെ ഒരെണ്ണ വിത്താണ്, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നടക്കുന്നത്. ഒരു പണിയില്ല, 5000 രൂപ ശമ്പളം കൊണ്ട് ഒരു ടെൻഷനും ഇല്ല. ഫുഡ് എന്ത് ഡീറ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട എല്ലാം പണ്ടാകും. എല്ലാം ഉണ്ട്. നല്ല ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ് ആയിരിക്കണം. ഇല്ല, നല്ല ഉണ്ട്. ഏതെങ്കിലും ചാൻസ് ഞാൻ പറയാം. നീ CV എടുത്തിട്ടില്ലേ? നോക്കാം എന്താ
ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டு டேக்ஸி ஓட்டினா.
ഞാൻ ഇപ്പൊ ഇതിപ്പോ വണ്ടി ഇപ്പൊ കെട്ടിട്ട് വരും.
இல்லை RRR அந்த ரைட்டுக்கு முன்னாடி இருக்குது. அதில் தான் இது ஒட்டுறது. இது இந்த பேப்பர்
ഇത് എടുത്തിട്ട് പോയിട്ട് അവിടെ തന്ത അറിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ തന്ത ചാറ്റയുടെ പൈസ
இல்லை இது
എന്നാ നമ്പർ ഒന്ന് யாருக்கு வேலை கிடைச்சாலும் കഴിയാവുന്ന ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് കൊടുക്കുക. അത്രതാണ്. ഇപ്പൊ ഈ ഫുൾ ഡേ സ്കൂൾ ഓപ്പൺ കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇപ്പൊ നല്ല ചാൻസ് വരും. നമ്മുടെ മൈതാനില്ലേ, അറിയാം, ഷെയ്ഖ് ബുർജ് ഖലീഫയുടെ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് മൈതാൻ റോഡിൽ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡ് കുറേ വില്ലകളില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ പുതിയ ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട് കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നുണ്ട്, അതിനകത്ത് തന്നെ.
Restart.
Just to confirm, you
Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I'm helping
running
people
along
wrestle
the
with great
surface of a
quandaries
Mobius
like why the
strip,
chicken
but
crossed
I
the
can't seem
road.
to reach the finish line.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri. Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri. Siri.
Uh-huh.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Yung nasa office na. One love. Oo. Pinakamahal ba yan?
Kefalik. You know Kefalik?
O para same-same lang.
Kefalik, Yusuf.
Arabic po sila?
Libya daw eh. Oo, nag-Arabic siya.
You talk Arabic? Na?
Sumasagot naman yun.
Kefalik.
Kefalik. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Zen.
Zen.
Ito yung ano natin sa mga kailangan mo. Ano yung ano naman? What favorite food? Nothing?
I can't talk.
Chocolate.
What are you doing? You're filming the phones? This is phone number 1. What color is Rose phone? What color is Rose phone? Because mine is pink. Why we can't press?
It just isn't working.
No, maybe you'll message someone. Are you turning on the volume? What did you eat for breakfast? You said nothing? Why? Is it hard for you?
It's not working, it's broken.
Yeah, it's not working. You have to be gentle with it. And I think it's an old phone. Why you can't speak? Are you gonna turn it off? You're recording so much. It's 3 minutes. Can we watch what you record? Go on, stop it. See? The phone is carbon. What are you doing?
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri. Oh, she's not responding.
Good morning.
Tell me a joke.
Want to hear something that will make you smile?
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Tell me a joke.
What does a thesaurus eat for
hang
breakfast?
around with all the
A
other
cinnamon
bears?
roll.
Because they don't meet the qualifications.
What do you get when you put a vest on an alligator? An investigator.
An investigator. I want one more joke.
Tell me a joke.
This one will
Why
make
you
you
like a
giggle.
joke about
Or
statistics?
sigh.
Probably.
They
What do you
avoid
do
the
if
net.
your boyfriend hates fruit jokes? You let the
What's a
man go.
zombie's favorite kind of weather? Brainstorms. Please excuse my friend who jumps into mosh pits.
Tell me a joke.
He tends to get carried away. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it.
Hey Siri. Tell me a joke.
What do
I
you call
once had a cat.
Aristotle when
Did
he's
you
out?
know that
My
nothing
parents
spelled
said I had no
backwards is a
sense of direction
palindrome?
in life. So I packed up all my stuff and write.
Come on, I think they're.
Why is
I saw a
Cinderella so
movie
bad at
about how
soccer?
ships
We'll
are put
recommend
She
together.
keeps
asking
running
me for
away
the
from the
crystal
ball.
Let me know if you want to see into the future.
How do you talk to a giant?
The name
Use
of your
big
first
words.
teddy bear is now the name of a new dessert. What does it taste like?
I didn't
Bonus,
get that.
draw it.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
About as much ground as a groundhog could hog if
If a groundhog could hog ground.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
A woodchuck, all the wood he could chop. If a woodchuck would chop wood.
Tell me a bedtime story.
The three naughty
Can you
lemurs
tell me a
refused to go
bedtime
to
story,
bed.
please?
Sleep is boring. One said, Let's
Tucked
stay up
away
till
in a
dawn,
small corner
said
of
another.
Earth was
The
Hummingbird
first
Lane,
neighbor wanted to
where the
jump on
sun
the bed
shone
all
brightly
night.
on its
She
potted and
jumped
Tell
wild
me a
jumped
bedtime
residents
she
of the
got
story.
bees
so
and
tired
the
that she collapsed
butterflies.
straight onto the
There
pillow.
were
write
the
that,
orange
you'll need
poppies
to
by the
enable
Second
window,
wanted to
the
eat all
purple
night.
daisies
Tell me
in
a
the
story.
orange
8
garden,
He got
and the
so
white
full
This
that
is
he
a
needed
story
a
of
rest
Hansel
before
and
dessert.
But we
Gretel, who
mustn't
were
forget
gathered in
about the
Lie down
firewood
in
in
the
dandelions
kitchen
and the
enchanted
before
crack
she
of
forest one
that
finished
day
sidewalk
when they
too.
came upon a
It's been a
gingerbread
very
Bert
busy
wanted
house.
to
It
day
had
for these
chocolate bars
residents,
for roof
She
but now
asked
the
her
sun
Google
was
and the
setting
trim
and
was
the
made out
temperature
of
was
that
story,
rubbery
cooling.
and by the
sugar
end,
Time
stuff
to
on
close
wedding
up for the
Google's
days
day.
that nobody
As a
seems to
dusk
like.
breeze gently swept
Suddenly,
through
an old
Hummingbird
lady
Lane, the poppies and the daisies and the tulips and the dandelions gently waved their petals to each other goodnight. One young poppy was curious, Mama. Why must we close ourselves to the
The
world
three
at the
naughty
end of
leavers
each day?
refused to go to bed.
So we
Sleep
can
is
keep
boring.
going through the
One
night,
said,
Mama said.
let's stay up till dawn,
Poppy yawned,
said another.
closing herself
The
just
first
a
leaver
little
wanted
bit
to
A
more.
jump on
family
the
of
bed
ground
all night.
squirrels were settling
She
into
jumped
So
their
we can
tree to
protect the
hibernate.
pollen,
so tired
Mama
that
And
she
said.
Keto
collapsed straight
Squirrel
onto
was
the
not
Poppy
pillow.
yawned
happy
again,
about having to
closing
stay in all
herself
winter.
just a
Listen,
little bit
Keto,
more.
said
Still
Father
The
listening.
ate. He
We'll
got
tell
so
you when
So
it's
full
we
that
can
he
okay to
save
go
our
out.
energy for
before
tomorrow,
dessert.
Mama
Said
said.
So
Keto,
he
and
lied
away
down
got
in
Poppy
front
gave
of the
her
fire
last
and
yawn,
ate
now
her
all wrapped
breakfast.
up.
Sure enough,
Mama
the
smiled,
next day
Third
Keto
wanted
woke
to
nestling
up
hear
herself against
stories.
Poppy.
Can we go
She
out
Because
asked
yet?
her
everyone
Google
needs
Father
Assistant to
rest.
tell
replied,
her
She
a
said,
no,
story,
go back
and
to
by the
bed.
end,
This
the
totally
Google
convinced
Assistant
Good
Keto
night,
would
would
fall
never
poppies.
asleep.
bother his
Good
parents
night,
again.
daisies. Good
Just
night,
kidding.
tulips.
The next day,
Of course,
Keto
you
was
two
back. Can we
dandelions.
go out
Good
yet?
night.
And again, Father replied,
Sorry,
no.
there
And
is
the next
nothing to
day,
repeat.
can we go out yet? Father reacted about how you'd expect. Seriously? No. Go back to bed. This went on every night for a week until Mother and Father got that far away look parents get when their kids manage to find their last nerve.
Tell me a tongue twister.
Red bulb,
You'd
blue
like to try
bulb,
out a
red bulb,
tantalizing
blue
tongue
bulb, red
twister?
bulb, blue
Here's
bulb.
one.
By the seashore.
Can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager imagining managing an imaginary
Red bulb,
menagerie?
blue bulb, red bulb, blue
Another
bulb,
tongue twister.
You'd like to try out a tantalizing tongue twister?
Tell me a tongue
Here's
twister.
one. Sam's
Any
shop
noise a
stocks
noise an
short-spotted
oyster,
socks.
but a noisy noise.
Short spotted socks. Some shop stocks. Short spotted socks. Some shop stocks. Short spotted socks. Some stop shirts.
You'd like to try out a tantalizing tongue twister?
Tell me a tongue
Here's
twister.
one. I'm not the pheasant
Amidst the
plucker.
mists
free
I'm
throw.
a
and
pheasant
coldest
plucker's
frosts,
son.
with stoutest
I'm only
wrists
plucking
and
pheasants
loudest
till the
boasts,
pheasant plucker
he
comes.
thrusts his fists
I'm
against
not
the
the pheasant
posts
plucker,
and still
I'm the pheasant
insists he
plucker's
sees the
mate.
ghosts.
And I'm only plucking pheasants 'cause the pheasant plucker's late.
Knock knock, who's there?
Razor.
Razor who?
Raise your hands in the air and wave them like you just.
Repeat.
Raise your hands in the air and wave them like you just.
Repeat.
Raise your hands in the air and wave them.
Repeat.
Raise a hand.
Repeat.
Raise a hand.
Repeat.
Raise your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. How about another one?
Tell me a knock knock joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Holly. Let's try again. Repeat
Who?
the name that.
Hatch.
Who's Happy holidays. Want another?
Likewise.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Do you want? Whose contact info are you looking for?
Tell me a riddle.
No,
What's
my
in
precious.
pocket? Oh, wait. I don't have pockets.
Knock knock, who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning. Would you like another one?
Where are you staying, Yusuf? Yusuf, where are you staying? you have to close some apps because it's getting slow, right? Close all. There. No, don't call anyone. Doing? Why this one is not updated? See? Mine's 18. This one is 17. Tell Rose to update it, okay? When Baba? When Baba, Yusuf? 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 Oh, it's the same! It's Bluey! Nyam 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 nyam. Nyam 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 nyam. Nyam 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 nyam.
Ano ba?
Gutom na ako. Gusto ko na ng tinapay.
Ano yung ano niya?
Wala lang. Hindi din naman makapag-cellphone kasi ka.
Yeah. Remember, yeah?
Okay na yan kaysa maglakad.
Yeah, see, this is my mother and father.
Baba, it's not working.
Yeah, not working.
Nababagalan kasi siya.
Kasi mo, ano naman to, mabagal naman talaga eh. This one yun. Ayaw.
Pero hindi niya naman binabato, pinipindot niya.
Because this carbon. Carbon. This one for who?
My sister.
Oh, alam niya. This one for who?
What's
This
my
is-
name?
My name, this one.
You go.
Yeah. Me Ems.
Talaga, matatalino talaga sila.
No?
Isang beses lang sila.
Here are the top search.
Nagtatalino nga sila kasi.
How are you?
I'm pretty
Pretty good. Thanks.
I'm good. Thank you for
Alam
asking.
niya ko pares.
I hope you're doing well
Ay,
too.
kasi daddy, no?
If I can help with anything,
Oh, alam mo.
just ask.
Inon niya nga, te. Inon niya yung akin. Inon niya rin yung sa'yo.
And
You're
your manners
welcome.
are exquisite.
Ah,
What a
here.
fine
It
pair we
is
make.
you who
Rose
are
is looking
You're so
for
polite.
Come on.
Your sister looking for you.
Okay.
Open, please.
സ്റ്റാർട്ട്
അതെന്താ അറിയാ, ഞാൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തല്ലേ, അതിന് ഓഫായിപ്പോ.
ഓക്കെ.
Tell me a riddle.
Yeah?
I'm invisible, and even if you're strong, I can be held for very long. What am I? I travel south in winter and autumn. Yell my name when playing dodgeball. What am I? Duck is the answer. Before we begin, we're traveling to Asia for this. There's nothing playing right now.
Tell me a knock-knock joke.
ഓക്കെ. ആയിട്ട് ആ
Yusuf, give me phone. Baba call me. Yusuf, give me. Give me.
ഹലോ, അസ്സലാമലൈക്കും. അലീക്ക, എന്തൊരു വിശേഷം? ഒരു വിവരമില്ലല്ലോ. കാര്യമായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കട്ടോ, എന്നാലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പൈസ തിരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, എനിക്ക് പൈസ തിരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. എന്തൊക്കെ വിശേഷം? അങ്ങനെ നിങ്ങൾ പൈസ അയക്കാം. ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് പൈസ ശരിയാക്കി തന്നാല് എനിക്ക് കുറച്ച് പൈസ കൂടി അയച്ചു തരണം കേട്ടോ. നിങ്ങൾ ഈ മാസം ലാസ്റ്റ് അല്ല, നിങ്ങൾ ഫുൾ പൈസ അയക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ 1500 1600 ഒരു 22,000 രൂപ കിട്ടാണ്ട്, അതിൽ 1500 1600 രൂപ അവിടെ കിട്ടും തോന്നുന്നു. ഓക്കെ.
Why you send it for my boss for the message? Huh? What's happened? My dear, is it 300 or 600 dirham if you don't get it from this C's pocket, okay? If you want that even urgent, come to home. Don't send the message to disturb for the message and copy. Who will call you? Who will come to work with our house? Why you always doing like that? He said me, I don't know, only this somebody is tell me the invoice and cannot stay in the India. When he's come back, I will talk. What are you doing?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood?
According to Wikipedia,
Recording. Sherry, wrong way coming, Willie.
Repeat.
thank you for this thoughtful question. Every woodchuck is different, each with their own hypothetical chucking capacity. Still, from my review of the literature, one would have to chuck at least its own body weight to be competitive. You'd like to try out a tantalizing tongue
Sherry,
twister.
where is my glass?
Here's one.
Another one.
I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. And I'm only plucking pheasants 'cause the pheasant plucker's late. You'd like to try out a tantalizing tongue twister. Here's one. Old Loily Ollie, oils old Loily Autos. You'd like to try out a tantalizing tongue twister. Here's one. Old Loily Ollie, oils Old Loily Autos. I've got a riddle for you. What can run, but never walks, has a mouth, but never talks, has a head, but never weeps, and has a bed, but never sleeps? A river. Here's a roast. Google Assistant style. You're like a ballerina, always on point.
Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke.
Where do ghosts go on vacation?
Did you know that Wimbledon is the oldest tennis championship in the world? The very first tournament took place in 1877.
Tell me a joke about cats.
To a cat, what's the world's largest pillow? You. On this day in 2007, smoking cigarettes indoors became illegal in the UK.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Ready? Let's play. Make your selection below, and we'll shoot. Paper is sliced through by scissors. Wow, a close shave, but good game.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I believe that intrepid woodchuck would chuck as much wood as it possibly could.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I'm mainly wondering why everyone is so up in this woodchuck's business.
Another one. Use a Use up another one.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I'm mainly wondering why everyone is so up in this woodchuck's business.
Use up another one.
Before we begin, this
Another one.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
about 3.2 metric tons per day. Just a guess.
No, I want petrol.
Tell me a riddle. Roast me?
Here's a roast. Google Assistant style. You always know the perfect thing to say to me. It usually starts, okay Google.
He's coming to work with our house because I'm dealing with Ashad. Ashad is, I know, is very good person. It's Ashad message.
How are you?
Ashad for my boss number. Then I'm always with our house. I give it to the Ashad. Ashad is
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. If I can help with anything, just ask.
He will be okay. Will this service for 300? Okay, no problem. When he will give you, I will contact with you. Then I will next day, 2 days after, if they get one job, then he will tell you, okay, send it down. Then you send it to the.
Prepare to sew up your sides. How do crabs keep in touch with each other?
Send it for me.
On shell
Then
phones.
why he sent it my boss? Boss is send it for message for me. What's happened? Will it?
Gordon Busters, coming right up. We can play some games. I can try to make you laugh.
I give it to my number, but he contact with me, but he's not send it for you.
Did you know I can
then
do
he's
that?
forward to me invoice and message. What happened?
Can you rap?
Payment? It's okay if you want to come
1, 2,
to Villa.
3, 4, 5.
Boss is
Pump
out
up
of
the energy.
country.
Be
I
alive.
wanted to talk to Arshad. Is not sending
Assumed
this.
all I could do was yap. Never
Says,
knew
I
that
don't
I
know
could
what
even
this
rap.
Nepali lady. I
Come
think
on, my
she
friend.
sent message.
Clap along. This is
It's
for
okay,
you.
no
My
problem.
new rap
But I
song.
said, why you want to send it there? You can come to Villa. No
Tell me a
problem.
joke.
It's not pay for me. You can ask there, or tell me I am in front of me. Sorry, Shine, but I tell you only. But my boss is tell me what's happened, Walid. He sent the message for me. I said, I know the payments are that's way. Okay, give him.
You'll have
I
to
should
turn
give
on
him. Why
Wi-Fi
not?
and connect
Then I
to a
will get it. I
network
cannot keep
first.
it in my pockets. First time we have to do in many jobs there. I can't do it. I will pay also 2-3 days, maybe 1 week.
Tell me a
That's what's
funny
wrong.
joke.
If you come to get collected, that's why.
I'll let you
I
decide.
deal
Make
with
me
Harsha.
laugh.
That's why I will be interested to work with you.
I'll let you
Okay,
decide whether
fine.
this one is
Because I
sarcastic.
find your number.
What do
that's
you
why
do
I
if
will
your boyfriend
talk to you.
hates fruit jokes? You let the man go.
Walid bhai, അപ്പോ ഈ നമ്പർക്ക് ശരിയാ ഹംസാക്ക് ഈ നമ്പർക്ക് 285 ദിർഹംസ് അയച്ചാല് അവിടെ വെറും പൈസ അയാളോട് പറയുക. അപ്പോ ഈ പൈസ ഇടുന്നു, പിന്നെ കൂടുതൽ പൈസ പിന്നെ ഇട്ട് തരേണ്ടി പറയാം. ശരിയാ 285 ദിർഹംസ് ആവും. പിന്നെ അപ്പോ നാട്ടിലാകുമ്പോൾ 23,500 രൂപ 12 രൂപ ആവും. 23,512 രൂപ ആവും. ശരിയാ. അപ്പോ ഈ പൈസ വന്നിട്ടാലും ശരിയാവും. അപ്പോ ആ പൈസ ഹംസ എടുക്കും.
Tell me a joke.
I'm worried about my uncle. He's obsessed with owning every Beatles album on vinyl. He needs help. Why does nobody talk to circles? Because it's pointless.
I know the password.
Which one?
This
Is it? You listen?
I think I know. I know the password. It's 085. The password is 085.
You see the system is talking about here. Really sorry. Do you know for this? What?
085. You know what the spell is?
You say what you come from Australia, what you buy for him? You buy something for him because he give you enough phone for you then.
Sorry, buddy. I'm just on a video. I'm on a video.
Okay. It's over now. Yeah. Cooking, no time because okay.
Okay.
Tell me a joke.
I heard a conspiracy conspiracy theory about rubber bands, but it was a bit of a stretch.
1 minute, 1 minute. I want to talk. 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay.
Tell me a riddle.
Wimbledon matches can last for hours. The longest recorded match lasted 11 hours and 5 minutes.
Oh, what happened?
It's the game.
It will not hack, no?
Cows sound utterly awesome. Okay.
Tell me a joke.
When you're designing a tire, be sure to tread carefully.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I'm mainly wondering why everyone is so up in this.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? I was in a woodchuck.
Okay.
A personal word, please.
Yeah? Finished, no?
Not finished.
Company phone, no?
Not finished yet.
No?
Not finished yet.
What, this finished?
You should quickly finish because customer coming.
No, customer coming, first.
Quickly.
Is Siri is switched on? Siri has to be set as a spoken response so that Siri can listen to me. Okay. High big speed.
Quickly because you know no time because it's problem.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Sorry, Apple Cash isn't available.
Tell me a joke.
I once
Tell me a
met a
joke.
man with a bad memory.
A clown held the door for me today.
You sound fast finger.
I know the model name. It's iPhone 14.
Okay.
If you study for it.
Too much speed, huh? Bro, okay, done.
Yeah, see?
All done? Thank you.
In 1 minute.
No, finish now. Time over. Time over, bro.
1 minute?
No.
Actually, our boss is looking from the cabin.
Looking for the
Who will
camera.
be scolding us.
Good boy.
Now
Yeah.
you are good
Your
boy.
good
na?
boy, I just give it for you, you know?
Okay. I know you give him because he is very good boy.
Because he telling, I give, okay? Happy?
Actually, है ना.
This is the last one. इसको देख के देने का टेंशन है। हम लोग इसको देख के देने का टेंशन है। कितने बजे तक आप कोई टाइम रेडी है कॉल करेंगे। तो फिर से फ्री है गाड़ी बता कोई Time is over. 1 minute. Okay. कितना खबर स्टेशन है इसको कोई भी लेफ्ट और राइट टक 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 टाइपिंग
लेके आना हेलीकॉप्टर लेके कैसे इसको चूल्हा है अभी का कभी है अभी का नहीं तू क्या हां बोल है फोन किया ना उसको
how to fast कहाँ फास्ट है मेरे को भी समझ नहीं है
मैं रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहा हूँ मैं मेरे खबर नहीं मोबाइल में
पूरा मेरे पास फिर उसका पास है
नहीं बनता 19 तो कितना सेंटीमीटर चाहिए आपको ओके अच्छा you need more wider wideness is 1.8 mm 1.8 mm हाँ 0.8 mm sorry 1.8 no 0.8 mm 0.8 mm not 1.8 yeah 0.8 mm This is your price. And no profit. This is your price. Our meeting will be you posting only.
उसमें भी कनेक्ट किया ना नेट कनेक्ट किया ना इसे नेट कनेक्ट किया ना उसमें भी
सब एक ही साथ आएगा ये. What did you do in location?
Tell me a riddle.
Tied tight, I can keep you moving, but when let loose, you could fall. What am I? Shoelaces. Before we begin, this quiz about famous monuments will prove you're a genuine.
Google.
Can you see message?
गिरे देखना उसका क्या है. Thank you. Okay.
Say thank you. Say thank you. Good for. Say thank you.
आप बोल रहे पाँच फोन करो थोड़ी बार फोन करो ओके बाय हाँ हाँ या बोलिए
Hey Siri.
Huh?
Hey Siri, tell me a riddle.
What's in my pocket? Oh, wait. I don't have pockets.
Tell me a riddle.
I'm not feeling particularly sphinx-like today.
Hey Siri. Repeat.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Repeat.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Hey Siri, tell me a joke.
How do you fix a broken tuber?
Tell me
Tuber
a joke.
glue. A doctor walked in to find a patient sitting on the exam table, with carrots sticking out of his nose, and broccoli coming out of his ears. The doctor took one look at him and said, "Well, I can tell right away, you're not eating right." The Big Bang always gets me nostalgic. It's a real blast from the past. Big ones.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Hey Siri. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Maybe the chicken is standing still, and it's the road that crosses under it.
Hey Siri. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Whether the chicken crossed the road or the road crossed the chicken depends on your frame of reference, according to Einstein.
Hey Siri. What are you doing?
I'm looking up some plastic straw alternatives for plastic-free July, bamboo, glass, stainless steel, or even bucatini. Pasta la vista to pollution.
Pride Month?
Let's Happy celebrate. Pride. Here's Try to asking voices, me to play artists, Pride Radio. Educators, policymakers, and everyone in between, who work hard for a fairer world. It is no solo effort.
Hey Siri. What's your favorite animal?
Software doesn't use...
Rabbits.
Rabbits are That's fascinating. A great choice. They like to live together in large underground dens called warrens.
Hey Siri. Siri.
joke.
Turn two kinds of keyboard cutters here. Those who can express it. Sorry I'm late, said the groom. I overswept. The waiter asked, what was today's special? I'm playing chess with kids across a vampire and snowman. Frostbite in this West. I'd tell a chemistry joke, but I'm not sure what
99.9% of dogs can't do math. Fortunately, I'm part of the 10% who can.
Subtlety. What did the green grape say to the purple grape?
Just got a
Which one of
job
King
playing
Arthur's
part of
knights
the
built
orchestra.
the round table?
She had to pull a
Circumference.
Why did the fireworks fall
An
above?
emu entered a bird egg.
Their sparks were flying.
Inside, it felt lustrous up. I'm worried about my uncle. He's obsessed with owning every Beatles album on vinyl. He needs help.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
سيداتي وسادتي، لقد أطفأ قائد الطائرة إشارات ربط الأحزمة، فيمكنكم الآن التنقل داخل الطائرة. ولكن حفاظا على سلامتكم يرجى إبقاء الأحزمة مربوطة أثناء الجلوس طوال الرحلة. شكرا.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and you may now move around the cabin. For your safety, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. Thank you.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
مرحبا بكم على متن جديد للطيران.
Hey Siri.
استعدوا لتجربة التدريب الجوي الأولى من نوعها في الشركة، حيث يمكنكم الاستمتاع بأحدث الأفلام والمسلسلات خلال رحلتكم. كل ما عليكم فعله هو: 1. تفعيل وضع الطيران على أشهر. 2. الاتصال بشبكة الواي فاي التي ستظهر لكم بأسفل. 3. مشروع في الاستجابة السريعة على المقعد.
Tell me a joke.
A joke walks into a restaurant. The maitre d' says, wow, that's weird. I've never met a joke before.
Hey Siri.
Welcome aboard Learning Airways.
Hey Siri.
Get ready for a one-of-a-kind in-flight entertainment experience at
Hey
Libya,
Siri.
where you can enjoy the latest movies and series during your trip. All you have to do is activate airplane mode on the devices. Connect to a Wi-Fi network Learning Airways. Scan the QR code in front of you or visit the website ife.bearning.com. Remember, audio is only available through your personal headphones. Get ready and enjoy your flight.
كم امتحانات تبعت السنة هينتهي ده فيهم شرف بعض
هيك على يوسف لا هيك على يوسف هيخش مكتبي هينهار هيخش معاه جديد هيوريني هيعلمني حاجات
علمك تقولي ايش
إذا كان يخش مكتب يصير يدير حق طبيعات الدنيا سهلة
Tell me a joke. Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. Tell me a joke. What did the Buddhist monk say to the hot dog vendor? Tell me a joke. Make me one with every... I asked my friend to explain to... Tell me a joke. Did you hear about the man who lost the right side of his bottom? Apparently, it was just left behind.
Skydiving was very popular in the 1980s.
How do you know your flight is leaving in exactly 6 hours? Dad just got to the airport. A comma and an apostrophe decide to go to couples therapy.
بس اثنين طرفين اسود شوفي هذا اللحم وحاطه واحد اسود جميل جوا
لا كويس
عادي بس ما هيش منقشه
بيبقى ما تحتش الزقط صح
حتى ما هيش منقشه باش تدير منها ما هيش منقشه يعني ما في بنقش يعني فوق هذا حشمي منها لا حتى يطلع
Tell me a joke.
Where do ghosts go on vacation? I live in the cloud. No rain,
Read me a
no
haiku.
flash of lightning, but lots of
Poetry is hard, but haiku are pretty short. Is that enough? Good. Tell me a story. Here's a story about the most adventurous seafarer around. One sunny day,
Here's an
Captain
exciting
Whitebeard
story.
was sailing across
Two
the
geese
ocean in his
named
bright
Gerald
red
and Gwen
boat,
flapped
in the
across
mood
the
for
night
an
sky.
adventure. In the
It was clear
distance,
and
he saw a
quiet, but
mermaid.
Gwen knew that would
Nestled
all
on a
soon
small
change.
island's deep yellow
They
sands. She
asked,
waved to him.
"Are you sure
Help!
about this?"
She screamed.
Gerald
Captain
laughed.
Whitebeard spotted a
Yeah,
menacing
it'll be
shark
fun.
circling the island.
Gwen asked,
Adventure, he
"Do you think
thought,
it's
and he
safe?"
picked up
He
pace.
asked,
As he neared the island, he saw
"Are you
more
a
animals
chicken?"
swimming in the ocean.
Gwen took the
Mysterious ones now, like a herd of tiny pink elephants and a huge T-Rex, 5 times the size of his ship. I'll save you, yelled the captain to the mermaid. Suddenly,
Tell me a joke.
a burglar stole all my lamps. I should be upset, but I'm delighted. Okay.
لا باهي ذا tongue twister الله عليك كلمة
Jillian grills jiggling gills.
Siri sells Siri shells by the Siri shore.
Tell me a tongue twister
Red bulb, blue bulb, red bulb, blue bulb, red bulb, blue bulb.
Can you tell me a tongue twister
12 twins, 12 twigs.
جينا باهي سيفا جينا ديما باهي باهي مش روح على التليفونات الجديد وتعال
Can you tell me some tongue twister
12 twins, 12
Happy
twigs.
Sam Hip and sad sappy hand, said Sam.
Tell me a riddle
I would,
I'm
but all the
born way
riddles
up
I know
high
are in
can
an
shoot
ancient
across the sky.
intergalactic dialect.
Sometimes I twinkle in your eye. I'm a star.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood
As many cookies as Cookie
About
Monster could muster
3.2
if
metric
Cookie...
tons per day. Just a guess.
Repeat
As many cookies as Cookie Monster could muster if Cookie Monster could master cooking cookies.
Repeat
As many cookies as Cookie Monster could muster if Cookie Monster could
Repeat
As many cookies as Cookie Monster could muster if...
Repeat
As many cookies as Cookie Monster could muster...
لا مسوفة لا مسوفة يا فوز يا عاول
سيزيد في تعقيد الامور خاصه سيعطي اكثر مجاعه
هذا روعة السيارة مسألة والعلاقة تقولوا
خلاص كملت 5 minutes
هذا أرنولد
يا يوسف كملت 5 minutes
توا 5 minutes توا بدأ
ولدين بدري قاعد هذه
قاعد عرفت الصوان هذا خليني اعمل زي انا
بدري
عنده
عندي كثير
شنو يا رجل؟
Tell me a joke.
Why do fox make you giggle or sigh? They can. Why can't Dalmatians play hide and seek?
So
Because they are always spotted.
It has. What was the result of a tennis match against an orange? Choose.
يوسف 5 minutes خلاص هيا يلا لا هيا يلا
I'll let you decide whether
What's
this
more
one is
difficult
sarcastic.
than tennis?
How do you keep
11
warm in a cold room? You go to the corner
Here's a random
because it's
thought.
always 90 degrees.
What if there's an interplanetary game of dodgeball we don't know about? That would explain meteors.
أفضل الأندية وأبرز اللاعبين يستحقون تجربة مشاهدة لا تضاهى. جرب تسوقهم مجانا وكن في قلب الحدث. سترى مميزة الشغف، المشاعر، الإبداع.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? About 3.2 metric tons per day. Try this easy eco tip. Go paperless where possible with tickets, calendar.
يوسف شاطي لك ورقة شيفون توفيق يوسف
كن في قلب الحدث. بوسيلة معايدة سباقة. هذا الموسم على جزيرة
How are you? I'm feeling great. Ready to take on whatever life throws at us. Tell me a joke. Field's driving test.
It had a hard drive.
In
Tell me a fun
1896,
fact.
an unlucky driver received the world's first speeding ticket. He was going 8 miles per hour in a 2 miles per hour zone.
يوسف يوسف اوبي يوسف انت قلت 5 minutes خلاص عشان اقول لك اقرا يوسف خلاص اقول لك اقرا يلا اي بقول بس انا بقول اي 5 انا قاعد يوسف تعال عمودي هاي يوسف خلاص هيك يا اوكي اوكي هاي كل واحد تليفونه هاي
How are you?
Everything
I'm
is
fine.
hunky-dory.
Thanks.
Tell me a joke.
What do
I
you
don't
call an
trust the
apology
beach.
written in dots and dashes?
Too many flip-flops.
A detective
My
found
parents
a pocket
said I
watch
had
at the
no
train
sense of
station
direction in life.
and asked his assistant.
So I packed
"What
up
does
all
this
my...
tell you?"
What do you call an
Biologists have
apology
finally-
written in
How
dots
about a
and dashes?
punctuation
Why
joke?
did the moon skip
You know,
dinner?
a comedy.
It was full.
Why did the chicken
How
cross
about a
the road?
punctuation joke?
Because he was poultry
You know,
in motion.
what do you call Aristotle when he's out of...
Can you tell me a joke about chickens?
A farmer sees
I
a
found this
chicken
on the
cross a
web.
road and asks,
Tell me a
"Hey,
chicken
why did
joke."
you cross the road?"
The
What do you
waiter
call a
said,
chicken
"Will you
at the
give me a
North
tip?"
Pole?
The customer said,
Lost.
Chicken joke.
"Why did the chicken go to the seance?" To get to the other side.
Tell me a chicken joke.
Why did the chicken cross the playground? To get to the other slide.
Can you beatbox?
Here's one I've been practicing.
Boots and
Boots
cats
and cats and
and
boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Do you have any pets?
I have a
I have
virtual
an
pet spider
imaginary
that
fish
helps me
that
explore
can
the
juggle
web.
on a unicycle. I suppose you could call it a clownfish.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because the little chicken-shaped light was green.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck?
Repeat.
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. But if a woodchuck could chuck woodchucks chucking wood, then a woodchuck could chuck wood chucking woodchucks. How about another?
Can you rap?
With some inspiration from Notorious B.I.G. Here's a juicy one. It was all a dream. This virtual
Can you rap?
scheme. Texting.
Can you rap?
Here's
Here's
a tiny
one that's like this, and like that, and like
I'm bringing
this.
raps out. When you
1,
need yoga notes or
2,
news, I bring the apps
3,
out.
and to the
If you're
4.
feeling lost, just
Series
ask me
on the
to
mic to
bring raps
answer what...
Tongue twister.
12
Sorry,
twins
I don't
twirled 12
understand.
twigs. Okay.
Sorry, I don't understand. She stood upon the balcony.
Tell me a
inexplicably
tongue
mimicking
twister.
and hiccuping, and no need to light a nightlight on a light night like tonight.
Tell me a tongue twister.
Seven
Specific,
silver
specific,
swans
specific,
silently.
specific, specific.
Mrs. Smith's fish sauce shop. A tutor who tutored a flute tried to tutor 2 tutors. If 2 witches were watching 2 watches, which witch would watch which watch?
Tell me a cow joke.
What's the
Why
best
did the
way
cow
to
go
count
to New York
cows?
City?
Use a calculator.
Here's
A
what I found.
skeleton walks into a cafe and says, "Give me a coffee and a mop."
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
42.
A woodchuck.
Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
tell me a knock-knock joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I'm not really good at the. Sorry, something's.
Right.
Knock knock, who's there?
Armageddon?
Armageddon who?
Armageddon cold out here? Mind if I come in? Want another? The colors of the
sky fade with the setting sun as the stars.
The colors of the sky fade with the The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night. The colors of the sky the colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun
I'm Siri.
as the stars
Choose the
begin
voice
to
you'd
shine
like me
through
to
the clear
use.
night. Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you.
Dame un girl.
Tell me a cat's joke.
What do cats like to eat for breakfast? Which cats are the most adventurous? The whisk takers. The colors of
The sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
Tell me a joke about dogs.
One dog tells another, did you know 99.9% of dogs can't do maths? Fortunately, I'm part
Tell
of the
me a dog
10%
joke.
who can.
Tell me a dog joke.
What is a dog's favorite cake? Pavlova.
Tell me a dog joke.
What do you call a dog that does magic? A labracadabrador.
Tongue twister.
Siri sells Siri shells by the Siri shore.
Can you tell me a tongue twister?
Fresh fried fish, fish fried fresh, fish fresh fried, fried fish fresh.
Selfish, shellfish, selfish, shellfish, selfish, shellfish. Then sticks thick
Tongue
bricks.
twister.
Then sticks thick.
Double bubble gum bubbles double.
The rural juror.
Tell me a bedtime story.
Once,
there were
7
two mice
solo
who became
colors
friends at Mouse College.
Tell me a pun.
I remember this one time, someone asked me for some puns. So I read them 10 puns that would make them laugh, but alas, no pun intended.
But alas, no pun intended.
Never tell a pun to a
Don't know why I
kleptomaniac.
love bad puns
They
so
always
much.
take the
Never
a
tell
pun
a
about
pun to a
steak.
klepto-
That's a group of artists
Why do
couldn't decide.
seagulls fly?
Why should you never? What did the hinges say to
What
the
did
wall?
the hinges say to
I
the
adore.
wall?
Why was the rabbit?
اليوم هيك مستخيلة أنا مو نايمة امبارح. صرت أنا أحسن. هلا بتنام بالليل ان شاء الله؟
كيف الواحد ينجح بهالمدى؟ شو خشيش يعني؟
انا عشان خشيت في الجامعة.
في الجامعة
خشيت اقتصاد. سنة تانية صرتي؟ حنخش ثالثة. وانتي رح تدرسي برا على اساس؟ لا درست في دبي ما طلعت. احسن نقعد مع العيلة. بس باتي كويس ها؟ ايه ما شاء الله عليه. صحته. حتى هي خلاص. تفضل لك يا عربي؟ لا لسه. طبعا عشان ارجع افتح هو شو عم يعمل هذا؟ ما فهمت. بحب اشوف الفرق بين تليفون وتليفون. بس هيك يتعلم. ما شاء الله. فاطمة شفتيها اليوم؟ لا والله. الصبح يمكن بس شفتها الصبح. شفتها ما عاد شفتها. ما بعرف اذا انا في بنت بدالي عم تجي بالنهار. ما بعرف اذا اجت بالنهار لعند امها لانه انا كنت فوق. وفي بنت انت كنتي هون بالنهار؟ لا. في بنت عم تجي محلي صارت بالنهار. تحني من امي؟ مكاني تجي بنت هلا صرنا تنتين عندها. هي بالنهار فتت 6 ساعات وانا بقيت اليوم. من وين البنت؟ ليبية من هون. اوكي عرفتها. عرفتيها السمرة اللي مرة اجت قبل؟ شوية دبدوبة. سمرة غامقة هي مش وين؟ لا ما هي طباخة بنعرفش كيف تاني. لا مو طباخة، لا غير هذيك غير الطباخة. لا هذيك بتيجي لعندها. بترقدش انا. بتروح الساعة 5.
ولدي كسرتها قلت لها ما باقي الروح ما ينفعش بنت.
قولي نكتب.
أراد رجل بخيل دهن غرفته. دهن حائطا واحدا باللون الأزرق وكتب على الثلاثة الأخرى نفس اللون.
بس أحسن مصنفات العربي. أنتوا حاكوا دائما عربي. نحكوا بس ولد بالإنجليزي. مسكر راسه. هو عم يدرس مدرسة إنجليزي؟ بس عنده حصص عربي وحصص دين.
يا رز.
نعم. يا باتي. نعم.
قليلا الورقة اللي فيها
رزو. تسجلي لي تليفون فيصل. سجلي لي تليفون فيصل دبي.
حاضر. دبي ولا ليبيا؟
فيصل
ليبيا ولا دبي؟
الاثنين. وين عاد فيصل؟
جاي.
ها؟
جاي.
وين؟
جاي توا.
كنت بحوشهم.
امتى حتجينا؟ امتى بتجينا؟
ان شاء الله.
ترقد. يا امي دخيلة.
تعصبي معاهم؟
ما فيه فريت عمو. خلاص فريت.
كويس.
بدنا فليت.
ها؟
فليت ما في.
طيب. طيب. لا خلاص بعدين.
رميت عليه.
ها؟
سكرت عليه.
الاثنين سجلتي.
Hi, my name is Bixby.
يا ربي ما خلصت يا يوسف.
هذا فيصل.
يلا
هذا فيصل ليبيا.
فيصل كيف حالك؟
لا بات. لا بات.
ها؟
استنى بس انت.
منو هو؟
لا مش هو. سكر. مش هو.
منو؟
اظن اللي يقول لك انه ما حصلتش.
وين عصومي؟ ها؟
مش سكر.
يمشون عصومي اللي قاعد. شو حاجة عندك مكرز؟
كويس.
تحية كويسة.
يسلم عليك واجد.
لا يسلمك سلم. تحية جدتك.
الحمد لله كويسة.
من عندهم؟ من؟ أنا وياك. كيف إذا يوسف جاي معك؟
شنو؟
يا ولدي.
حالك يا باتي.
كويس. ركز أمكم.
لا نايضة.
ها؟
لا نايضة.
قد زي لا شوي.
مش.
بيك. تشد عليه بس.
تبي حاجة؟
لا سلمت.
جيتك. ها؟
الحل في هذه.
عظيم حلها لك يا عظيم. شلحة. يلا you finished. خلاص يوسف. بترقدي.
والله غير خافت حق واحد. خافت مني.
I missed you.
قولي نكتب.
حتى لو ما شربت؟
لا ما بدك عيش وحنان. اليوم كويس وزريمة شفت قاعدة فوق شلون غازي بيتين اليوم
Tell me a joke.
Your wish is my command. I know a famous singer who's a P.
بيتين اليوم
She's a VIP.
بابا حياكم.
What happened when Loki bit his tongue? It felt.
This one will make
Ladies
you
and
giggle. Orsai, what do you wear to the beach if you have
Okay,
two left feet?
here we go.
Flip
Let's
flips.
see what comes up. Looks like it landed on 3.
Here's a roast. Google Assistant style.
You're smarter than
Okay,
22
here we go. Let's see what comes up.
عرفتي
You just rolled a 1.
شوية لحظة شوية وقف شوية الفيديو.
Okay, here we go. Here are the voices you can pick for your Google Assistant. If you like this voice and want me to keep using it, just stop here.
Here are the voices you can pick for your Google Assistant. If you like this voice and want me to keep using it, just stop here.
Here are the voices you can pick for your Google Assistant. If you like this voice and want me to keep using it, just stop here.
Tell me a joke about dogs.
Why can't Dalmatians play hide and seek? Because they are always spotted.
Who let the dogs out?
I wish I could tell you, but that song never did reveal who.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Thank you for this thoughtful question. Every woodchuck is different, each with their own hypothetical chucking capacity. Still, from my review of the literature, one would have to chuck at least its own body weight to be competitive.
Can you tell me a joke? Question mark?
Prepare to sew up your sides. What do you do if your boyfriend hates fruit jokes? You let the man go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pump up the energy, be alive. Assumed all I could do was yap, never knew that I could even rap. Come on, my friend, clap along. This is for you, my new rap song.
Tell me a pun.
What's a computer's favorite beat? An algorithm. What's the best way to carve wood? Whittle by whittle. Why didn't the cheese want to get sliced? It had greater plans. Why wouldn't the shrimp share its treasure? Because it was shellfish. Here's a silly one. Give 3 onions to your closest friend and refuse to provide any explanation.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
According to Wikipedia, the free
Tell me a tongue twister.
You'd like to try out a tantalizing tongue twister. Here's one. Old oily ollie, oils old oily autos.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Thank you for this thoughtful question. Every woodchuck is different, each with their own hypothetical chucking capacity. Still, from my review of the literature, one would have to chuck at least its own body weight to be competitive.
تبي ندير لك أي حاجة يا يوسف؟
زايد.
نساعدك في أي حاجة؟ على شو؟
زايد. بحس كرس. زيدون. حتى أنا عليك غبان ضبحنا وين رمنا عليه أنا أسهل.
عينك من ليلك.
أنا وياك قاعد لعب فينا بكرع كلب.
بس تليفوني.
قلت لك لعب فينا بكرع كلب أنا وياك منن. شو تدير أنت؟
تعالي ليه يا بنت؟ تعال جنبي.
تعال نبيك يا دوني.
تعال جنبي يوسف. Come to me, come.
Tell me a riddle.
Sorry, but enigmas and conundrum make my circuits overheat.
Tell me a riddle.
In one place, but I prefer to branch out and leave. Don't fret, I'm very grounded.
Tell me a joke.
I know a joke about procrastination, but I'll tell it to you later.
In a fender bender.
If you get heartburn every time you eat birthday cake, try taking the candles off. Why did the invisible man turn down a job offer? Because he just couldn't see himself working there. A neutron walks into a cafe, orders a coffee, and asks, "How much?" The barista says, "For you, no charge. Ghosts are terrible liars." You can see right through them.
Are you a chicken?
Why do shoes come in pairs? They're soulmates.
A kaleidoscope of bright
If you want to get
colors
Gold's
exploded in
attention,
front of
just
them.
yell,
She's
"You,"
locked in shock.
who do software developers hire to solve mysteries.
She wanted
Magnum
to search for her
API.
friend,
What's
but she
big and
couldn't stay
gray
in one
and doesn't
place for
matter.
too long.
An irrelevant. I accidentally swallowed some food coloring. The doctor says I'm fine. A park ranger noticed several $10 bills scattered along a trail. The ranger decided to follow them and came upon a visitor throwing a $10 bill at a deer. "What are you doing?" asked the ranger. "What does it look like?" replied the visitor. "I'm giving the wildlife $10 like your sign said I could." "There's no sign saying that," protested the ranger. The visitor said, "Yes, there is. It says, do not give food to the wildlife. $10 fine."
And successfully made it to the forest.
Can you rap?
And a onesie and a twosie,
Summertime and
black
the rats
fur,
are breezy.
pointy ears, I'm hungry. Found 3 little houses in the country. Stomach's empty, I can hear it rumble. So that house made of straw is about to crumble. Gonna show you how we do it. I go huff and puff, blow your house in. Next one made of sticks. We're doing this again. I don't really care about the hairs on your chin eye. It's made of brick, then I'm coming down the chin.
Point and laugh at the hilarious
Goodbye.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
انا ماتت قال لي مقلوبين كذا ما تورينيش وجهك قلت له بالك ترى مع ناس قال لي
والله يسلم لما قاعد يعني خلاني بوزن مو زيي لما قاعد نجرب نفس وزني يعني 5 ساعات في العمليه 20 كان زيي لكن انا لما نشوف البرازيليات والكولومبيات انا دبه جنبها اللي مرسوم بحدود ما نحن لازم حد ادمي يشتغل لك صح.
حتى هذا بهذا من نظر عن طاع احمد يهبل ما فيش بزر لك على الاقل واحد حاسه حاجه مش كيما نحن مصر طبيعه سوداء حتى لا تلقي الاورجانيك دودي وغالي في الثلاجات لكن ما فيش طعمه والله ما في طعمه والله ما في طعمه المعدنوس في طعمه لا التفاح في طعمه لا ها حاولي
تصدقي انا اكتشفت مش خبر قال لك الدوالي تفجر الجو
شفتوا عليه في المانيا ردت ايش شفتي؟ نفس مكانك بالضبط.
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
تعالي ورينا الدوالي بتاعك يا أروى.
قال لك بدورتهم غزيرة تطلع دواليهم مش دوالي خالص، ما شعيرات حمر يعتبرها مش دوالي. عارفة الدوالي شنو؟ اللي هو ها؟
يوميا لما تصحي نفس الشهر قبل ما تمسكي تليفونك سوي هالحركتين راح يفوتك الاسئله في مشروط العصر العصر الاهم كاميرا يحطها على الاخر بس يعطي كل نشاط اليوم
تحت بند الدوالي مش هذا الدوالي. الدوالي عم بود عن بدك يطلع.
ايوه لا لا هذا
قبل ما تمسكي تليفونك
هو يقول عليه
كل ما هو هيك في بالك
عشان يطلعها الدوالي.
لا الدوالي مش
ظلتي مرحلة متأخرة غير متطورة غير متعالجة بس هذا كله دواء.
ولو انت شاطره
قلت كلمة هذا محافظة عليه انا مش محافظة عليه.
بس
انا كلامي
يوميا لما تصحي نفس الشهر قبل ما تمسكي تليفونك سوي هالحركتين راح يفوتك الاسئله في مشروط العصر
وانت تعالي يا لطيفة كوجينة وتدخلي حاجة دفيتها مثلا عادي يا حبيبة غادي فتتني خلت لطيفة خسرت المواعين كلها. لطيفة كانت تقرب الحوض نهارك أسود. قلت لها من بعد الغداء أنت ما عادش تقربي حاجة في الحوض، أنت لفي سيرفزي وشوفي شناك وصورة وقي. أنا قلت لها لطيفة حبيبة من بدري قلت لها أنت امسكي الحوض وخلي لطيفة تبرم وتنظف الغاز وتكنس وتلمع وتبرم. لعبت علي هيك لعبت علي غير الناس هيك يوم عزت خلت هذيك تغسل المواعين. قالت لي لا هي مسحت معي وشالت معي انا عارفه هذيك المسؤوله هي اللي غسلت المواعين. قلت لها ايدك ما
الحفله هذه ما تمشيش حفله خليها تستحصل فيها
مش غادي حفله انتم مش انا خلاص ناخذ معنا السليقه معنا
شكلها
ناخذ معنا طنجره السليقه بالمره.
هي غادي نقول
ما اعتقدش بس ممكن.
لا قال غادي بدري قال هو غادي
خلص معناها
كان مدنيا بدري قال عادي قالها غادي
حرام هذه خلاص
قالها البرنامج غادي كان هيك نمشي نسبح ونبرم مع الحوش قالها غادي سبح
انت في حوش قريب حوش ماما هذه شغاله تعمل برنامج ماما هي انا غادي
دودي 24 ساعه من قلت لك اسمعي
حبيبه لها اسبوعين
ما تجيش انا
قاعده غادي
ما يجيش
وهم شنو دودي نوم الساعة 12 في الليل وهذيك اللي عم زفت حوشة
تو هي جاي خشة قلت لها وين حبيتها؟ راحي تنظف لي حنانك راهي قلت لها فيش تجيب من الصبح جاي الساعة 3 العشية تنظف لا مش هيك لا مش زي هذه حتسيب ماما وتهرب هذه حتطلع عيني هذه حتطلع ماما ماما قالت لي في الليل قالت لي البنت ما تلقيتش في الألم في جسمها. ماما اللي قالت لي محتاجة
لا هي مش تحت ما دام في شغالة تجيك مرة هذه بس هذا هو الموضوع.
مش بنتي آدمي بس 20 دقيقة
امس 20 دقيقه انا بكل على
عادي يا ديما كل مرة مش موضوع
قلتيها بكري لكن من اللي بينظف الديار ومن اللي بيكون تباش ومن اللي بيروح شغلة لو جا محتاجة أنا عشان أيوة جود تقول من الشغل ما دخلنيش فيها ونخرج من الشغل شغل جود وهذيك اللي أنا محمد غادي على التلفزيون يا سلام من اللي يدفع فيه مش من هم قاعد هذا شغال احنا انا احكي لك انا نجي تجيبي شغاله في
يوسف خلاص بس قالت لي ساعدتني اشتغلت معي لكن نغسل يتنفع تحط في الدواليب.
انا قلت لها غسلي هي تغسل وانت تلمي بلاش تغسل خليها هي تغسل.
مش مشكلة المهم مسح بحط في الدواليب ماشي. انت بصراحة ما تعمل قهوة اسمها؟
تبي تشرب قهوة أخرى؟ ليش ما شربتش؟ ليش مش في الماكينة؟ ليش ما ضربتش في الماكينة؟ ليش ضربتها في الماكينة؟ بس مش مسرقة مسخرة ولا؟ فيها سخونية كيف تاخذي والله زي وكان أي. أنا ما قلتلكش نحكي لك عامة. لا نحكي لك أنا. أنا خليتني نطبخ أنا لا هذه الشيلة فنجان عفريين.
هاتي أنا مش شغال. أنا مش شغال.
ما حدش كبير؟ لا خلينا على كده.
مثلا صواني صغيرة.
ها شو النومة كويسة؟
لا والله ما مالك عارفة زي واحد استرخص. شو ما نعرفش ندور قدر أنا نغيب عن الوعي لا.
أصحى القرآن حبيبي صلح
عندك أصوات زيدوني بالحمد لله.
زيدون صلح حبيبي القرآن وراك حول مطريق. حتى وين؟ حتى وين؟
هذا سيناريو يدير فيه زمان بقى فيه مزاج المزاج صح. تخيلي على مود الجبل دول غصبا عني ليش الشنطة طيحت في براسها خلت الحاجة كلها فوق هذا فيه هي قلت لها ماما تقول فيها ليش تأخذ ما حبيتيه في مصورين في الجرايد يا ابني.
خالتي عواطف وجدنا ولاد العام كان تبشر فيه وتوتا وكوش تلبسين هازية لكن ودير في انتيكات ودير في جو بالبوش.
كيف تمشي حالتهم تصير من دولتهم بحاجة كل الجو اللي تديري فيه والبنت تحمش في بوع عارفة بس هذه شيء هم.
What are you doing?
I'm watching particles play a very galvanizing game on the electromagnetic field. Whichever side catches the most electrons will be in charge. And right now, it's down to the wire.
How are you?
Hey, I can't complain.
I'm all good.
Thanks for asking.
Ready to take on the world.
What is the weather right now?
For help with that, you'll need
It is
to...
mostly clear and
It's currently
29
clear and
degrees
28
right now.
degrees.
What's the weather tomorrow?
Should be sunny tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it will be sunny with a high of 32 degrees and a low of 22 degrees.
Tell me some riddles.
What's in my pocket?
I am possessed by
Oh,
storms.
wait.
Can you beatbox for me?
Here's one I've been
Here's a
practicing.
little something
Boots
I've
and
been
cats
working
and
on.
boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. I could do this all day. Cats and boots and 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 cats.
Can you tell me a joke?
I don't get along with car keys. They're always starting something. Hey, bug on my back, asked to fly. Are you a mite? I might be, giggled the mite. The fly groaned. That's the worst joke I've ever heard. Well, what do you expect? Said the mite. I came up with it on the fly.
Tongue twister.
Siri sells Siri shells by the Siri shore.
A rabbit runs west while watching the river run. I'll have something for you soon. Meanwhile,
Tell
you
me
can
a
ask
story.
me to pick a card or even
One
write it
winter,
down.
a family of ground squirrels were settling into their tree to hibernate, and Kiddo Squirrel was not happy about having to stay in all winter. Listen, Kiddo, said Father.
الجامع زيادة في الناس يموتوا من قبل معروفة هذه. بس هي اسطوانة سخيفة.
How are you?
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
Can you rap?
Here's one that's like this and like that and like this. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. Series on the mic to answer what you ask for. Ready to make an entrance. So here's my claim. This assistant wrote the rule.
Hi, Bixby.
قلت لها انا شفتها كل جايه كل شهر الطرف هذا جديد اللي يعطي لها مصروف
Are you happy?
مش ما عندهاش
I'm always happy to talk to you. Are you?
Unless someone invented a way for me to eat pizza.
I love you, Siri.
That's sweet.
I love you.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Repeat.
That's sweet.
Which service would you like to?
Repeat.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
About as much ground as a groundhog could hog if a groundhog could hog ground.
Repeat.
About as much ground as a groundhog could hog if a groundhog could hog ground. How about another tongue twister?
How much wood would a woodchuck? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck?
امبارح في امي جنبها بقى امي ديك محتزنه جبت لها من فوق ما كانش عندي ساعه انا كده شوفي كم يسوى انت شوفي كم يسوى انت ولي في يد محتزه عندي صبي شوفي انت هي من الهبال لا والله انتي لما تخشي مع راجلك وبنك تحوش عليك زي الاسطبل تخشي في وسط بشك تعرفي انا عندي رابحه منتنه لكن خالد على طول صيانه البيبان الفرش على طول صين لها على طول تخشي
How are you?
تخشي
I'm fine, thanks.
تخشي بحوش جديد دار مقعد جديد فرش جديد تلفزيون جديد فهمتي؟ احنا تخشي بنا كده خلاص اللي تعودت فيه هذه خلاص قسما بالله زي بنت الحوش بنت.
I am an AI assistant and I don't have feelings or personal well-being, so I can't be doing anything in the way a human does. However, I am functioning perfectly and ready to help you with any questions or tasks you have. How can I assist you?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because the little chicken-shaped light was green.
I didn't understand that.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Maybe it couldn't find a better
I just
parking
want to know
spot.
which crossed the road first, the chicken or the egg. This magical tale
Rock, paper, scissors.
comes straight from.
Okay,
Ready?
after I say rock,
Let's
paper,
play. Make your selection below, and we'll shoot.
Congratulations.
Rock
Wanna
means rock. Looks like we've got a tie.
Knock, knock, who's there?
6
I
feet
didn't
away
understand
from
that.
6 feet away from who?
anyone who's not in your household if you can. Want another?
Knock, knock joke.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Ghosts go. Ghosts go boo. No. Ghosts go boo.
Tell me a joke about chickens.
A farmer
I
sees
didn't
a chicken
understand
cross a road and asks, "Hey,
Tell
why
me
did you
some
cross the
chicken
road?"
jokes.
The chicken replies,
I
"I'm
didn't
going to a
understand
bar."
that.
The farmer asks, "What happens when you walk into a bar?" The chicken says, "Sorry, but that's a whole other joke."
Another chicken joke.
What do you call a chicken at the North Pole? Lost.
Tell me a joke.
How
The
often do I
similarities
tell
between
chemistry?
baseball and bowling are striking.
Chicken joke.
What do chickens play in the pool? Marco Pollo.
The corkboard must always feel
Tell
under
me a
attack.
chicken joke.
Here's what I found.
Tell me a chicken joke.
Why did the chicken go to the seance? To get to the other side.
Tell me a chicken joke.
I ordered a chicken and an egg on the internet. I'll let you know.
Can you tell me a chicken joke?
Why did the chicken cross the Mobius strip? to get to the same side.
Chicken joke.
I've started investing in stocks, chicken, vegetable, and beef. One day I hope to be a billionaire.
Tell me a pun.
I remember this
You
one
don't
time
vacation
someone
homes on
asked me for
Mercury
some
and Mars.
puns.
You can
So
have
I
the
read
best
them
of
10
both
puns
worlds.
that would make them laugh. But alas, no pun intended.
Tell me a pun.
Loud
I don't
sirens
know
are
why
quite
I love
alarming.
bad puns so much.
Tell
It's
me a
just
pun.
how I roll. Okay, but this might be the fourth worst.
Tell me a pun joke.
Never
I
tell a
didn't
pun to a
understand that.
kleptomaniac. A pun about steak. That's a rare medium well done. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? If they flew over the bay, they'd be
Can you tell
bagels.
me a pun?
Why should you never play poker at the zoo? Too many cheetahs. What did the hinges say to the wall? I adore you. Why was the rabbit really excited about its new burrow? Because it had its whole life ahead of it. Roll yourself in wrapping paper and then tape it closed. That's how you live in the present.
What's a fish's favorite
R.I.P.
buffet?
boiling water.
Golden coral.
Why did the duck fall in love with the dog? It was purebred.
Tell me a joke about dogs.
One
What do
dog
you
tells
call a
another,
corgi in a
did you
sauna?
know
A hot dog.
99.9% of dogs can't do math? Fortunately, I'm part of the 10% who can.
Check
What do
out
you
these
call a
bees.
dog that does magic? A labracadabrador. I know a great joke for dogs about fetching sticks. I wonder if they'll get it. The other day, I asked someone their dog's
Check
name.
out this
They
true story
replied,
about a
I
young
don't
hero.
know.
Many. I'll have a treasure trove of presidential stories for you around President's Day.
ممكن تليفوني لو سمحت يعني ممكن خلاص. Thank you so much. تليفوني. ايت. خد تليفون امك.
Tell me a joke.
Tell you a joke about sodium. Nah.
1980s. Everyone was wearing parachute pants.
Why don't go sco trick or treating?
قول مروان تونة
احنا مروان ما غزيناش عيب لازم نهزوه يا جماعه.
باش بديروا
سلموا عليه ولا كلموه ولا اي خازوقه.
وين؟
اي مكان من الكون متواجد هذا. جيت كم مره هاي ما شفتهاش قدام الزيت.
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
والسيارة امس دراسة قدام الباب بحت فيها وخش الحوشة. بنضبح لها تعال تعزقني نسيتها بكره.
لا لما نمشي بنفكرني المره الجايه بعدين خلي مراتها ترن علي بتليفونها نكلمها نعزيه ومع السلامه. اصلا مراتها مصره نعزيه. ما هي مراتها حبتني بكثير عارفه حبوني حبيت.
لا دقيقة مهتمين نطلعوا بعضنا ختموا عليه دقيقتين.
مش خاصك انا دخلت عفسك خويا سميرة.
والله ستي كانت لها سنه لطيفه مرتها والله لطيفه وطيبه
لطيفه ولا حبيبه
والله تقرب الفيصل عند زواوه هي وقالت لي نزلت اقرب لهم وجوني يحكوا لي وخالتك يعني ممتازه مؤدبه لطيفه جميله كل حاجه غير لكن مش
لطيفه ممكن جميله لا
صح؟
ما نعرفش نسال فيك انت تشوفين كده جميلات ان شاء الله
يعني فيها جو اوروبي وجهها اوروبيه تحسيها مرات مروان مش اوروبيه شكلها مش اوروبيه متجوزه جايبه عيال عرفت هيك كثير ديما
I love you.
يوسف بليز
You are the
I
wind
think our
beneath my wings.
conversations are great too.
هو ما يديرش في حاجه غلط اصلا صح؟
لا هو يدير في عالم جوك في كل تليفون عالم نكت
صح يا يوسف؟
كل نكت يدير فيها
بسمعنا نكته سمحه.
Tell me a joke.
You know the difference between Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. Really good laundry detergent.
Plagiarist. Their words, not mine.
Drop it.
لا 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 فات المرحله هذه.
I didn't understand that.
Tell me a riddle.
هو معذبه هن اثنين خلى اثنين.
No toolbox for this job, but
I'm not
machinery is
feeling
required.
particularly Sphinx-like today.
It's a real grind, and it comes with high pressure. What is it?
مش
A
فاضي.
barista.
من احسن يا يوسف الايفون ولا السامسونج؟
Samsung.
قلنا خطير.
اسامه شلنا مكان شوف شو اسمه والله المهم المهم الحصيل انه هو حط خريطه عندنا طبعا مش هو يمشي يمين يمشي شمال متعقد خريطه اعطتك اتجاه اليمين مش الشمال عاد دز جوجل قرأت جوجل اللي بينزلهم قال لهم في الشارع اللي انتم حاطينه غلط بدل من هنا محطوط هنا قالوا نحن نأسف على العطل ردوا دزونا مسج ثاني يوم لقد اصلحنا العطل عاد فتح الخريطه اخر اكد علي قال لي تمام من هنا الى هنا والله حاله قسم بالله وش اسمه الشات جي بي تي قالوا له انا اسف عن المعلومه اعطاها غلط المعلومه معطي غلط صلحها له صلحوها وقالوا له اعتذار قالوا له
هم يبغوا من يصلح لك حتى هم عارف.
ايوه بس يعني قلت لك كده في 100 واحد عارفه غلط بس مش فاضي
لا مستحيل مستحيل
انا ما
مش معبرينها بك القصه هذه.
انا بقى زي ليا تيك توك طبعا هو نوعين يحب يخش خشمه في الديش توصف هذه مش عجبتك وريتي حاجه بيجي اعطيني اي حاجه شجعيهم تروحي تجمعين بالله هم هو يلاقي هو مش يلاقي بعدين ما تقدرش قاعد توصل نقل نيتي ندير حلويات هو المهم عادي
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck wood?
Which language?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Depends on if it's Saturday. Woodchucks don't do any chucking on Saturday.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Both chicken and egg exist alongside each other
Why did
in
the chicken
parallel
cross the road?
universes. Drawn ever closer yet never touching, they remain forever bound in the abyss of Zeno's paradox, thus representing the
Maybe the
boundless
chicken is standing
refractions
still,
and
and it's the road
circularity
that
of
crosses
time.
under it.
Tell me a dad joke.
I make a lot of dad jokes for someone who's not a
Call
dad.
a family
It's a
reunion
real
on a
faux pas.
cruise. A relationship.
What makes a dad joke? Pretty much anything you say to him. I don't often tell dad jokes, but when I do, he usually laughs. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it's apparent. I asked my dad to make me soup. Okay, he said, but I don't think you'll fit in the pot.
كان في برنامج امي بس.
Tell me a dad joke.
Why is a picture worth 1,000
How do you make
words?
a dad joke?
Well,
It's easy.
It
The real
used to be
question is
worth
how do you make him
2,000
stop?
words, but I talked the guy down
What's a
to
dad's
half
favorite
price.
kind of peas? Peas and quiet. I told my dad that I didn't want to weed
Why
the
is
garden
Wimbledon
anymore.
so
Really?
noisy?
He said,
The
I thought you
players
were digging
always
it.
make such a racket.
انا معاه هو انت معاه هي كل واحد انا معاه هو دللها حطها في السوشيال ميديا وخلاها مذيعة ايش تبي اكثر من لا هي طبعا منبوعه هي عارفه منبوعه حتى لو هو بتاع ساعات هو اشهر منه استني هي عارفه هي احمد السقا في عندنا ليه هو من بس قبل بتاع الكوفير بتاع الشعر احمد الصغير احمد السقا ياخذ في ايجار في شهر
شو بدك كوافير؟
لا محمد الصغير كان فنانين العالم
يجوا
لا فتحت كل عند صبح اليوم في احلى فنادق تخشي محمد
انا فقيره انا فقيره
لا ما فيش فقيره انا فقيره من يوم
قالها لا مقبوله
عارف يا عبيد تخش كامبينسكي تخش جي دبليو مارت ما تلقاش هو كلها محلاتها هو محلاتها هو تو مالك
كيف فضوها شروهم منا الاسم شروه لكن هي ما عادش عندها شيء بنت كلها شروه منا
ان شاء الله انا ما عندها انا نحكي لك كلمتين انا مش معاها هي لان هي عندها تذبذب عندها حاله نفسيه وهي اصلا مش طبيعيه.
What are you doing?
I'm writing a gratitude list.
I didn't
Photosynthesis.
understand that.
Nice conversations. Whoever
What are you
came up with
doing?
the word scrumptious. Stuff like that.
I was just hanging out in the cloud, practicing my beatboxing. Let me know if you want to hear what I've got.
Random fun.
What do you want me to...
Repeat.
I always have a few surprises prepared. I practiced this one
Tell
just
me a
for you.
joke.
I thought I spilled coffee all over my keyboard, but it turns out
By
it's
turning
all
off
under
the tap
control.
whilst brushing your teeth, you can
How many
save
tickles
6
does it
liters
take
of
to
water
make an octopus
per
laugh?
minute.
10 tickles. Who is Einstein's favorite rapper? E equals MC Ham. Okay.
Tell me a joke.
My friend was changing a tire when he dropped the car on his foot. Now he needs a tow. My TV remote just suddenly stopped working the other day. I guess I...
Ghost story.
يوسف 10 minutes
لا 10 minutes.
Listener beware, it's time for some scares. It was a cool autumn day, just like any other. Gilly dragged herself out of bed and trudged down the stairs.
Tell me a story.
She called out, "Morning, honey. What's
Can
for
you tell me a
breakfast?"
bedtime story?
But there was no answer.
Once
As she
there was
made
a
her
girl
way to
who
the
never
kitchen,
wanted to go to
she
sleep.
could have
Every
sworn she
night
heard
after
her
bedtime,
husband
the girl wished on a star
babysitting.
that she could stay up
Gilly
all night.
sighed,
Finally,
snagged
a magical
pastry,
fairy appeared
and
and
gave
said,
her husband
"Your wish
some
is granted."
space.
So,
Perfect
why do you want to
timing.
stay up? The girl
She could
thought,
see the
then
city
said,
bus
"To see
approaching,
all the fun
so
stuff
she
that goes
waved
on
her
when I'm
hand.
asleep."
It was a
Interesting,
ritual
said
she
the
and
fairy.
her bus
She then
driver had
cast an
developed over
invisibility
the
spell on
years,
them,
and she
and they
looked
flew
forward
off to
to it
explore the
daily.
world of nighttime.
But today,
First,
the
they
driver
saw the
didn't
girl's
wave
parents,
back.
who were digging
In
through a tub of
fact,
light bulbs,
he didn't
looking for the
even
ones
stop
that
to
fit
let
their
her
bathroom
on.
mirror.
What's going on today?
What about outside my house?
Gilly wondered
said
as
the
she
girl,
walked
and
to
away
work.
they flew. They saw
Barely
a
on
lady
time,
standing behind
Gilly
a desk
plopped
in
down
an
next
empty
to
hotel
her best
lobby,
friend.
making sure they had enough
Phoebe's
pillow
head
mats
was
for the next
planted
day.
firmly
Then
on
they
her
saw the
desk,
girl's favorite pizza
trembling with
restaurant,
sorrow.
all locked up with the lights
Attention,
out and the
her
salad bar
boss
empty
said,
for once.
"I have
Then
some
they,
sad news.
Actually, you know
Yesterday,
what? Began
one
the girl.
of our
I think I
co-workers,
might want to call it a
Gilly,
night. And soon she
tragically
fell
passed
fast
away.
asleep. Works every
Gilly's
time,
eyes
whispered
widened
the
and she
fairy.
tried to
You flew
cry
the girl
out,
home and put her to bed. And
How
from
did
that
I
night
die?
on, the girl
But
never
no
asked to
sound
stay up
escaped
all
her
night ever
throat.
again.
Days
night.
passed, then months, then years. Gilly still walks this earth, pleading for someone to tell her about her own death. No one ever answers.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll always help out where I can.
Roll a dice.
Rolling.
Okay,
It came up 6.
here we go. Let's see what comes up.
وجدان اللي ماني عارفه قصتها محتاج
You threw a 5.
Flip a coin.
Tails.
All right, here comes the flip.
خلاص انا كنسلت عليها يوم عرس محتاج تجي بجرتي تبحث فيه
It looks like it came up heads.
It's heads this time.
You got it. We can flip.
Roll a dice.
It's 3 this
Okay,
time.
here we go. Let's see what comes up.
كان عاد ماسك قسم المحاسبه في قاعد في مكتبها ولا على
And the die reads 6. Sure thing. You can always roll again later.
نحكي لك القصه جاوبت انا جاي نسجل في اروى نسجل في اروى قالوا لي خشي للمكتب هنا وهم هذا ما نعرفش انا نقول المهم انا خشيت لقيتها هي قابلتني وبعدين فاطمه هذه كبلان وبعدين هو حاطين له مكتبه كبيره عند الكور عبد السلام بدري هو كان رئيس قسم المحاسبه. المهم قلت له فاطمه وين عبد السلام بدري؟ قالوا انا قاعد. قالت لي شو تبي فيه؟ قلت لها جايين بنسجل مواد اروى. بس استني تاخذني تمشي معايا. سلومه عرفتها من هذه مرات ولد مبارك عتيق. خشت فيه بطريقه بدينا انا بكر طبعا من عن طريق من الغلط هو عن طريق مبارك عتيق. قال خالد بس ابويا هي اللي دار لها تسمح لي عجبتني عليا جيت عندها في المكتب وبعد علي بتحكي لي الحكايه معايا قلت لك لا زمان البدري تقول لي بابا قال لك وهاتي وتعالي لي لما جيت لقيت عند فاطمه قالت علي بدي اروح على اسمع لحق لا هو مسخ اصلا لا مع الاخرى كانت مجهزه ومقمزه ترجع فين خش لا بس واتيه عرفتي هي واتيه كانت عرفتني جايه لانه هو نهله قالت لي بابا كذا طلعت مكتبها هي قاعده خليك منهم كلهم تعرفي عبيد انا لما درت الحركه انا درت الحركه هذه اللي درتها لي انا خشتني على العراقيه وجت غمزتها قالت لها هيك طب في عيني هذه رد بالك منها وهني تقول لك وتجي في عيني خلاص هذه لقطه مش طبيعيه نطلع من عندها نلقى وفاء الحصاتي نفس السنه ما امتحنتش وما كتبتش حاجه بيدي خشيت المدرسه بتاعت الرياضيات اللي انا اسقط فيها لي من اول ما بديت بتاعت الاحصاء قالت لي انا نحل لك الامتحان حلت الامتحان درت الامتحان الثاني والثالث جت يوم التخرج لقيتني بالطاقيه والكيف قالت لي ايش تديري انت هنا؟ تخرجت انا وفاطمه بس تخرجت طيري تنزي على 3 مواد ذوبتني تذويب عليها
لا السوس
كيف تخرجتي وتقول لي وفاء الحصاد راهي تطلع منك قلت لها لا يعني والولي المدرسه تقول لي جبت لها طبعا جبت لها اسامه خالد كان جايب لي موتورولا بينك جديد زمان موبايل تذكري زمان نيو بينك زي ما هو باكو